It's the CATCH22. DJ Electra Fry CATCH22. Kc Day Catch.
DJ Electrify here. So my story doesn't start with once upon a time, and I don't know if it has a happy ending. But here's what I do know about how I got here, and I'm so glad I did. Life has a funny way of making amazing things happen when you least expect it. I started out as a nurse, and I retired due to an injury. So I got a radio show on Midnight Radio. It was called Electra Ladyland. And then I met Wendy through some true crime friends. And one night we were watching Tukey, and he had Hackride on as a guest. So of course I subscribed. I thought he was hilarious. And then I decided to ask Hackride if he would promote my show on his show, if I promoted his show on my show, and he said no. But that didn't stop me. I kept bugging him. And he never did say yes to promoting my show. But he did offer me a show on his channel. And so I said yes. And I'm so glad I did, because now we have Puzzle Box and CATCH22, and I got to do Hackride Radio. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
Catch you next Tuesday.
Hey-oh.
Hey there! Welcome to CATCH22, everyone.
Yeah.
How are you, Casey?
I'm good. I let the drama build there for a second. Did you feel it? Did you feel the drama build?
I did. I was like, is it broken? What's happening?
It's called drama, baby.
Hey, great appearance on Who Are These Socials tonight.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, Carl. Thank you, Carl Hamburger, for having me on. If you haven't checked it out, go check out Who Are These Podcasts on the YouTube channel. We had a lively conversation about some crazy characters from the internet. So go check it out.
Yes, definitely. I missed part of the part where you guys were talking about that Kevin guy. Kevin,
Kevin.
covered him on Unboxing Eric too. What did Carl think of him?
I think Carl sees what I see. He just wants to see more, you know. Because
Yeah.
me too. I want to see so much more. He's like, I think he was paraphrasing, but like, you didn't fall in love with Eric on the first call, and that's true.
Gotcha.
It took a bunch of calls, and then after a certain amount of calls, you were like, I will now die for this midget. So,
Right.
it
Yeah.
takes- it
Howard
takes
didn't
so-
like Eric at first either.
No, first maybe like 30 calls, he was like, no, people don't like you. I'm not sure about you. So right away, though, if you know that history, then you can see the magic in Kevin, because he's already surrounded by debauchery. The peak of like, I just wish Eric would have been around to be the mod for Aiden Ross, because getting gifted like $20,000 just randomly, having OnlyFans chicks flashing you and inviting you over to their parties when you have like breathing tube. This is the life that Eric should have had. But Electra, I don't want to ruin things for you in the Unboxing Eric series that we're doing Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Eastern. But I'll just say this. He gets a lot closer to this Aiden Ross moderator than you can possibly imagine. That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to know.
How was your week?
Oh, good, I
That's
guess.
Never
No, it's
good.
just been busy, and I got a light come on my car, and it's like the electric torque something, and I don't know. So it's a pain in the ass, but I got to take the car in, and Mochi's doing good, though. I brought a video. Want to see?
Yes, I would love to see. Mochi is her Haitian lover, as we all know.
Right. No,
It's her
it's
cat.
my kitty cat.
It's her cat.
Am I bringing it up? Oh, or do you have it?
I don't have it. Do you have it?
Oh, I'll bring it up then.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
sorry. I
it.
didn't. Hold on, let me grab.
Dun, 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 dun,
Make you wait for that puss.
dun. There it is.
Oh, there it is. I got it too now, if you want it.
All right, so this is Mochi playing. He finally figured out I got him a toy that he liked. He didn't like any of the other toys or scratching posts, but now he's playing with this toy. He's scratching on his scratching post and his little scratch pad, and like sounds like he's a DJ or something. Scratch pad.
He's mixing a beat.
Yeah, but it's so cute. Here he is. Put it to music. Because otherwise it was just me talking like, oh, you're so cute. Get the birdie.
That's awesome. That's awesome that he's engaged with that kind of toy now.
Yeah. And he was
'Cause you
already
said-
a little tired out.
Because you said you had tried this before and he wasn't into it, and he's finally getting into it.
Well, I tried a different toy that he had that had like a feather on it, and it went up and down. It's automatic. It has batteries in it and stuff.
Oh,
So he
yeah.
wasn't- He wasn't into that one.
No, they like the analog nature of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the, that's cute. What is she? So,
He lays down. He's like, I'm so tired, but I need to get this bird.
that's how Radar does it too. Yeah, they lay down and then it's a laziness I love in cats.
It is. Do you see he's getting kind of chunky?
He is.
All he wants is food, and I just feel so bad. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll
He's
give him more
also
food.
like his coat has got such a darker color now that he's inside and being
Yeah.
taken care of.
And his
he's
nose
actually-
had a sunburn on it from being outside so much, and that's gone now too. The hair grew back like on the top of his nose.
Aw.
I noticed that the other
Little
day.
kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Radar. He just is like, I will be as lazy and play all day
I
long.
know. He's like, I'm
Your
kind
arm
of
gets
over it.
tired, and they're like, no, keep going. I can keep doing this. Very annoying.
Oh, here comes one where he goes, bat, bat. He's like a boxer.
Yes, he's very cute. You decided not to do music for the second half. Just we're only.
I
looking for-
don't know what happened here. I just did this last minute.
Hello,
Yeah.
darkness, my old friend.
We'll sing to it. Yes.
I've come
Mochi,
to
you're
play
so
with your
cute.
mochi again. It's a very cute cat. This cat was living under a house, people. She saved it. Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
And he's hiding less because he was hiding a lot. He was really scared. He's still on edge a lot and jumps at everything, but he's doing much, much better.
Right. He's going to be a teammate now and not against you with it. He's going to be like, hey, we're now scared. Not, I'm scared. And
Yeah.
so he'll bring you along for the journey. He's never going to get rid of the scared, but now you just get to be a part of it. Fun times. Fun times ahead
Yeah.
for you. My fucking cats will not stop waking me up at 5 a.m. Like, it just won't ever stop. So now I wake up at 5 a.m., I give my cats a scoop of food, and I sleep till 9, and then I wake up. I am a cat now. They have turned me into a goddamn cat. Then I have to nap during the day because they rob me of
Yeah.
sleep. Ugh,
You're turning into a cat, I think.
turning into. I'm full cat, baby. So anyway, welcome to CATCH22. Thank you so much for being here
Yeah.
on DJ Electra and I's show. We normally
Let's check
do this
in
on
with chat. How's that
Hold
sound?
on. Sounds good. We normally do this show on Tuesday, but tonight we're doing it on Thursday. So, back off. We'll be here next Tuesday. See you
Special
next
event
Tuesday.
Thursday.
Catch you next Tuesday. You see what we did there? Yes, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. But yes, we wanted to go after Carl tonight, so maybe we could get a Carl bump. And so far, more of a mound than a bump, I would say.
It's all good.
But it was fun. Thank you so much for Carl again. And yes, we can talk to chat. We have 8 seconds. Go.
Okay.
All right, we're done with chat. No,
So,
I'm just kidding.
so Star Chunkster says, life as just narrative, metadata and aggregate, where the enigma of humanity is wrapped up finally. That, as they say it is that. Whatever. That is
that as
lyrics.
they say is that. Yes, get it
That
right.
is, they say is that. So I had a couple minutes to spare before you were done pooping, and I looked it up, and apparently it is a song by Father John Misty
Oh, Father John. Yes.
from Seattle, and he's known for his satirical lyrics. Yay! I got it this time, Trunk.
I think Father John was a regular on the goddamn. What was the name of the show? I'll remember it.
Okay.
Move on.
Okay.
It was 30
Hi,
years
Delta
ago.
Zero, our mod. Love our mods. Thank you so much for being here. Andrea can't be here tonight. She was involved in the Hurricane Milton, and so she doesn't have power. So we'll miss you, Andrea, but we love you still, and we love you even if you're not here, of course.
Dr. Demento is what I was thinking of. Thank you, Delta Zero.
Oh.
Yeah, Dr. Demento was this guy who had, it's where I heard dead puppies aren't much fun. It's where I heard Weird Al Yankovic a bunch. When you were 12 and you ran
Nice.
into Dr. Demento, you're like, oh, fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. All right, I'm
that
hooked.
on MTV?
No.
It was a radio show?
Fuck, how did you hear of Dr. Demento? I don't know. If you remember how you heard of Dr. Demento back then, let us know. If it didn't come from Columbia House or BMG, I don't know how, or MTV, I don't know how we got it, honestly. I forgot. But some things we did get. But I don't remember that one. But thank you, Delta Zero. Yes, I was amazing. Thank you.
Yes, and you guys go to Who Are These Podcasts, and the latest episode of Who Are These Socials was KCJ was co-hosting, and go in there, hit the like, watch it, comment, hopefully good comments, because we know Hackride. People still associate you with Hackride, and sometimes he gets a little bit of shit. But
listen, a demon lives inside you and, spends a year sullying your good name. These things happen. But I will say this. That look of chat when Carl doesn't let people well, he does let people know, right? So he lets people know, hey, it's gonna be Casey Day. But people aren't reading that. So you see in the chat, they're like, oh, we're so excited. We love Blind Mike. Me too. I love Blind Mike. And we can't wait. And then it's my face that shows up. The disappointment in chat. There's only a few people who can win there, but Tukey could probably win in there. But who's in that spot? Maybe Bob Levy. There's very few people in these worlds that could be in that spot where it's like, well, this is it. I mean, this might be as good as Blind Mike, but yes,
true.
I don't get that
It's
treatment.
true.
And I shouldn't.
No, you were awesome. And Warner 20.
No, I should get better treatment.
Says, I want the Eric podcast. Yes, that's on Sundays. This is a DJ Electra and Kc podcast, and I know I'm an acquired taste, but hopefully you'll acquire that taste, and I taste good.
No
Eric, the actor. And Chunks, I said you were pooping. Was he holding it the whole time with Carl? I said, probably.
I let it turtle a little bit at the end of each segment.
Oh God, that's gross.
It got a little breath of fresh air,
Act, jackass. Awesome. And Tickus says, weekly updates is my favorite segment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Chris Dyer, yo,
People
what
have
up?
a favorite segment.
Uncle Jack, hey buddy, what's up? Here, kitty, kitty. Meow.
Hey, I was focusing on other things. Did you say peace and love to Andrea? I think you heard. I heard you.
I
did.
did.
Yes. Also to Joey C.
But we
Wendy
can say it
and
again.
Joey C. Wendy and Little Lemmy, all the people there in Florida area. Survive, please. Thank you and thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say I want John to survive. That's a horrible thing. Oh my God, I'm a horrible person. John, survive too. Because otherwise, what are people going to watch in the Dabbleverse? I
told Carl it was like I had this ethical problem inside of me. Like, I'm glad your house is fine, Carl, but 2 blocks away, I'm so angry that the other guy's house was fine too,
I know.
So, make it make sense.
Tell her you like her shoes, Hackride.
Who?
I guess me, but I usually wear like flip-flops or tennis shoes, so there's really nothing to like about that.
What size do you wear?
You don't want to know.
No, tell
I'm
the
tall.
audience.
I'm tall.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, we're a monetized channel, and if we hit the donation goal of $20, DJ Electrify will let you pervs know how long our feet are. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's a good way to handle that one. Out of my hands.
Casey, you want to guess? You want to guess?
I do not want to offend my co-host. No.
See?
A 5.
Told ya.
She's a binded Chinese girl. She's got a 5. She's got 2. She's just 2 stubs walking around. She's like on stilts.
What's this?
I don't know.
They have all been FJM lyrics. Oh, for however many shows this is. Gotcha. Father John,
Yeah.
Misty. I had to look that again. I wrote it down. See?
Too much studying for me. I'm here for the party and not the studying.
Chuck says he was never associated with Dr. Demento.
Well, whatever. It was a weirdo, and I heard it. Maybe it was on after Demento. It was on the same radio station. I heard that thing.
From Weird Al. That's where.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably
Nice.
Weird Al was all over Demento. That's where I first heard Like a Sturgeon. Thank you.
Are we rooting for Ohio State now? No.
You
Boo.
bastard. No.
It
No,
says
we gotta
beat Ohio State.
That's
Kill
right.
them. Clobber them.
And by the way, a good time to maybe go to this segment, which is our Oregon Ducks set. We're going to do this in the beginning. Fuck off for those who are not into college football. Listen, I will say this. If you don't like college sports and you've never been into it and you're like, what is this hubbub about? What is this chicanery? What is this chicanery about?
What is chicanery?
I don't know, but if I had a factory and I was John McCain, I would have called it, this is my McCainery. I don't know, it's a blind mic word. But the point is that this is the time to get into college sports. This weekend, you have the number 2 Ohio State Buckeyes visiting Eugene and the number 3 Oregon Ducks. You guys at the beginning of the year are like, why is he talking so much about Oregon? Why does he care so much about it? Because of this day, October 12th. We circled it months ago. And people, when I tell you, it's the biggest game in the history of Oregon and Autzen Stadium. It's the biggest game in the history of Oregon and Autzen. Let me tell you a little about it.
Woo!
We got the Oregon Ducks versus the Ohio State Buckeyes. They've played multiple times in the past. This game is this Saturday. It will be on NBC primetime, 4:30. Gather the family. Gather the family and watch people just get in car crashes all day. It's amazing. Yes, go ahead, Electra.
Can I ask a question? So Oregon got bumped down to 6 in the standings, and now after they, what?
You said Oregon. It's not what
Oregon.
you replace. Yeah, no, Oregon.
Anyway, I say
say
Oregon.
Oh, you just said it. Okay, good job.
Okay, so but then they got bumped up to 3rd when Alabama lost. Is that what happened?
Well, no. So they started the preseason 3rd. They had 2 rough games, which they won, and then they've had 3 games, which they've won decisively, and other teams have lost. You know, we're 6 games into the season. They've had a bye. So some teams are 5-1, some teams are 4-2, some teams are 5-0. Ducks are 5-0. Ohio State is 5-0. They've both had their bye. They're both teams are healthy. There is no excuses at this game. This is the biggest game in Big Ten history, biggest game in Oregon Autzen Stadium history.
So, but they're still 6th, or did they get bumped up after?
No, it's number 2
week?
versus number 3. The Ducks are number 3 right now.
So they're number 3 now. Okay.
Yeah. No,
Awesome.
number 2 versus number 3. And Alabama is honestly, probably 4 or 5. They're just as good because it isn't about wins or
One
losses.
game.
Really. It's about talent.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Oregon and Ohio State have quarterback talent. And this comes down to Will Howard versus Dylan Gabriel. Both transfer quarterbacks. Will Howard came from Kansas State. Dylan Gabriel came from Oklahoma. Both Big 12 quarterbacks transferring to the Big 10. And 5th-year senior for Will Howard, 6th-year senior for Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel has basically almost every passing record that you could have, minus 2 or 3. So these guys are experienced. Will Howard is 6'4" and a big dude. Dylan Gabriel is 5'10" and a tiny dude. And so it really comes down to this play. What can these guys do against the defenses of the respective teams? Because the defenses are both, there they are, number 2 and number 3. The defenses are both insane. If you took out the first 2 games, both top 5 defenses in college. So it's basically like sharp stick going at sharp stick. How do you know who's going to win? Who knows? But we've been on this path for a long time. Here's a little bit of the history. So Oregon is not. We are an underdog. We've played 10 times. We're 1-9. Literally, we have never won a title. Wow. Oregon is not this. Achilles Smith was my quarterback when I was Oregon. This is before Phil Knight kind of committed the Nike money. And Oregon was just an okay team, just like at Arizona State, And we've kind of become elite in a bunch of things since then, but we haven't won the chip yet, the championship. But the year before COVID, we did go in to Ohio State Stadium and beat them on national television when they were the number 3 team in the nation. And so we are 1-9, but the last time we played them, we embarrassed them at their home field. So, yes, it's very skewed, but keep in mind the recent history. There's still players on Ohio State that were at that game. Not Oregon. Well, Justin Herbert's brother might have been there. So, we got that W back. And then we had to cancel the game that was going to be in Oregon because of COVID. COVID killed a lot of great sports, and this was just a casualty of one of them. We didn't get to play Ohio State and Oregon. So finally, 5 years later, they come. 4 years later, whatever. They finally fucking come. Here we are. We're at the biggest game of the year for the fucking Oregon and Ohio. This is going to kind of shake everything for both. By the way, if either team loses, they're not out of it because we got a 12-game playoff now. And these teams are that good. They could lose 2 games. But we all circled this game. And, by the way, did you know the offensive coordinator for the Ohio State Buckeyes is named Chip Kelly, who was Oregon's coach from 2011 to 2015 with Marcus Mariota when he won the Heisman, and we did 2 finals appearances. Well, Mark Helfrich took him to 1, but I'm going to give Chip Kelly that too. But basically, the guy who helped build the modern program we're going up against this Saturday at home.
All right.
And guess where we're doing it? In the greatest stadium on earth, Autzen Stadium, baby!
Autzen Stadium!
That's right. And guess what we're doing it with? The sickest unis on the planet. That's right. Fly Era is here. Fly Era is the new era of Dan Lanning's designs in cooperation with Nike, obviously. And we're going, it's a blackout, baby. So you get the black and silver uniforms. Aren't they sweet? Aren't they sweet? Yeah, so look at that. That's what's coming at you, Buckeyes. And I think Ohio State.
Has any other team won all black before? Worn all black?
Oh, yeah. It happens all the time. Yeah. But look at, so if you look at the shoulder pads here, you'll see different integrations of like different patterns. And those are from different eras of the Oregon Duck uniform. So they literally, like, this thing is so layered, it's ridiculous. This thing's like a Pink Floyd album in a uniform. And these kids, these 18 to 22-year-olds get to wear it and get in car crashes. I'm so jealous, except for the car crash part. Don't want that.
No.
So, yes, and then Ohio State's going to wear their white unis. So it's going to it's just beautiful. Under the lights and awesome. Black versus white.
Black on
Nike.
white? Wow.
Yes, and so what does Vegas say? Vegas says Ohio State's going to win by 3 points. Fuck you, Vegas! They say the over-under is 53. If you're taking the money line, or Ohio State is 160. It means for every 100 invest, you'd lose, and you lost, you'd lose 160. For every 100 you invest in Oregon, you'd make 133, or you'd make 33. I don't know how those fucking money lines work. Some degenerate, please tell me. Joey C., let me know what those mean. But I know this. If you take the money line, you're going to win if you pick Oregon. That's just what I say. The over and under 53 seems high to me. I think this is going to be a more defensive game. So what is my picks, you ask? Did you ask that? I didn't hear you ask that. But what are my picks? This is my pick right here. Oregon 28, Ohio State 52. And yes, I know that's 1 point below the over and under, but I do think it will be a lower scoring game because of the defense. The defenses aren't being talked about in the way that they should be. They're both elite. And so I think that's going to make the Oregon Ducks the champion in that one. So I would bet Oregon money line. I think it's going to be, I think it might be a 1-2 point game, maybe a 3-point game, not 4. No. Ducks are going to keep this close, and Ducks will get junk points at the end if they're down. So if they're down 21 in the fourth quarter, they're going to get 17 junk points. 18 junk points. Oh, God, if they got 17. That'd be what they call degenerates. What is that called again? I used to be a degenerate. I forgot that. A bad something. I forget it. Scott Van Pelt.
Disturber?
No, it's like when something's going to cover and you got it and all of a sudden it fucks you up. It's like, oh, that was a bad move.
Bad hombre?
Look at, I'm not a degenerate gambler because I have no idea what it's fucking called. So, but anyway, go Ducks!
Yeah, Adam Lasser, hey, he says Ducks for the upset. Delta Zero uniforms are dope.
Right, and it literally is. Yes, I'm sorry we had to do this at the beginning because I want people who are like, oh, this is so boring, who cares, to understand you have a chance here, folks. you have a chance to get on the ground floor level of something really interesting. There's so many storylines. You can watch a college football game and not know the colleges, but if you start from the beginning, and they do a great job of presenting the storylines, the players. One of the players' mother has cancer, so he had to stick close to home instead of going to Ohio State. He's at this Akron State, and he's just every story is so great. That's why I love college sports, because of the story. It literally is. It's soap opera for men. It's WWE, but for real. Get behind it. It's amazing.
And old man yelling at cardboard. Hey, I like turtles. I don't think there's any football teams that are the Turtles, are there?
No, Terrapins, Maryland Terrapins, which are turtles. But
So
old man
they are
yelling,
turtles.
They are turtles. But old man yelling at cardboard. Did you know I like turtles? That kid was from Oregon, and guess where he went? That's right, the University of Oregon. That's right. Turtles guy went to Oregon. Thank you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So
okay, everyone's on board. Anyway, that's Oregon Ducks. Watch it this Saturday, 4:30 p.m. NBC. If you want to, and follow my Twitter. I'm going to live tweet the game, and so if you want my thoughts on the game during the game, go over there. I'm going to be also, if they lose, you're gonna see a breakdown. So get over to Twitter and watch a breakdown of it.
And I'm going to be watching it with you, and I'm going to be doing cheers the whole time.
She may have to sweep me up off the floor. Just put me in bed. Put me in the shower and just run cold water on me for 10 days.
Yeah.
Wake me after we beat Illinois, because I couldn't handle I'm not gonna be able to handle a loss. Can't handle it. Also,
I know.
Sports. It's just fun. The kids, they're fun. So, go Ducks! Yay!
Awesome.
Right. Can I show you one more thing before we move on to a segment?
Sure. Is it Ducks related?
It is not.
Okay.
It is vagina related.
Alrighty.
All
I
right,
don't think
so
that's okay with terms of service.
No, but I think you'll see what I'm saying here. The typical American lives only 18 miles from his mother. Did you know that?
Did
So
not.
Here's a breakdown, and it looks like the East Coasters and the South are a bunch of little bitches. While us in the mountains, that makes more sense because we go to the mountains to get away from the family. So that makes sense in the Rockies there. But also on the West Coast, yeah. Bye, Mom. Bye, Mom. Yeah, no. We don't need you in our life, Mom. Bye, Mom. Bye, Mom. But look at these cucks in the Northeast. Look at 8 miles from Mom. Ugh. Why don't you guys get a room?
I'm about 15 miles from my mom.
15?
Yep. But I used to be about 600 miles. So
Well, I'm thousands of miles. So between us, we average out to that dark red, baby. Because, but what did fascinate me here is that the Rockies in that middle area, that's where they run away from mother to. That is fascinating to me. I don't know what you guys think about that. But let's all take a look at the bitches in the Northeast again. All you bitches, I gotta be close to mommy.
Mama's boys. Well, boys really do love their moms, and they want them to do their laundry still and cook for them. So why not?
All right, DJ Electra,
around?
you're a single lady. Let me ask you something. Would you rather have a man that lives 1,000 miles away from his mother, or a mile away from his mother? Please, and they're both nice men. But,
I've dated men that had both situations, and the one that lived close drove me friggin' nuts. She was a nut job, and just way too involved in his life, and always went on vacation with us. Like, we had to take her on every friggin' vacation. And I just wanted to bite her head off most of the time. But I kept my cool and was nice and everything. The one that I dated, I was engaged to him actually, and his mom lived thousands of miles away, and I never even had to meet her. She could have been great, though. I didn't know her at all.
DJ Electra, family is a weird thing, right? Sometimes you can get too close. Sometimes you never get close enough to family. But what would happen if you got way too close to family? Oh, goddamn, what a segue. Here we go for Did you catch this?
Okay.
You guys have learned something since the last time we talked a month or 3 ago.
Okay, so we got 2 people here. Probably,
With
friends.
face tattoos.
Yeah, maybe a little belly's a little engorged there, but maybe just missed the gym this week.
Correct.
Yes.
What did you guys find out?
So, Mr. Mark, we found out that we are actually step siblings. And we
What?
Wait,
have
they're
been.
they're step siblings?
Well, that's what he just said to Mr. Mark, whoever Mr. Mark is, and Mr. Mark doesn't take no bullshit. So I'm
Okay.
assuming they're being honest about it.
So that means they are not blood related.
No, I think it means that they share one part of the. They'll tell you right here.
Okay.
You guys have the same
Same dad.
same father.
Yes.
Oh shit.
How'd you guys find this out?
Like a family reunion.
reunion.
Oh, that's an uncomfortable. Hey, where are we going to? The family reunion. Oh my God, I got one too. Oh, it's at the same park. Oh my God, what if they're by each other? That would be amazing. And then you go, and then you park, and you're like, oh, we're parking at. They are by each other. And then you walk up to it, and it's like, oh, where's your family? Right here. Where's yours? Right here. Dun dun dun.
And she's obviously preggers.
Yes. By
with
the way,
his baby.
well, you didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know.
And gathering type of situation.
What was that like when you find out that you're brother and sister?
I would put money on that the sex was like 5 times better after that information for some weird reason. Because humans are fucking weird and gross. They're like, oh, I'm so disgusted. Then they got together that night. Isn't that so hot? That's why you smell like me. You smell like me. You smell like me. You smell like me. You smell like me.
Scary. It's like,
Wow.
so she wants to introduce me to her favorite auntie, And it's like, oh, this is that. You look kind of familiar, and this, that. Remind me of somebody named Brandy. And then the whole thing was like, oh, baby, where's your parents from? Because my family's from LA too, And, one thing led to another, and I find out that my pops had Azariah a few years before he had me.
Yeah, so I was the firstborn.
She was the firstborn, and yeah.
All right. What do you do if you fall in love with someone? You get pregnant by them. You're in love with them. They're so familiar. Something about them is just magical and just like, oh, love at first sight. And then you find out this information.
You stop sleeping with them and you fall out of love with them and you love them as a brother and sister.
Do you abort your brother's baby?
It's too late for her to abort that baby.
I mean, have you...
That's past late term abortion. Even when it was okay in all states.
I mean, you can always get a pair of boots and finish that thing of mayo. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I
But
really don't know what I would do. God damn.
What would you do if you were... Okay, so you're saying like this is 6 or 7 months pregnant. So like close to pop. And so viable fetus
Yeah.
of your half brother. So half your
Yes.
DNA. So like the kid might not be a full, but it might be, some issues here or there. What are you going to do?
I mean, God, it happened in Europe in the royal families for ages.
Oh, so what you're going to do is justify immediately. Okay.
No, I'm just saying it happened for ages, and I don't know. I mean, I'm a nurse, and I've taken care of patients that were pregnant by a full sibling.
Oh, tell me
So,
about that. Hold on.
Yeah.
What? Please describe that situation, the family, everything that happened. Go. We have 3 hours.
It was, so I was talking to them on the phone. I never met them in person. I was their case manager. And so, yeah, it was very awkward. And everybody, all my coworkers that were in cubicles next to me were listening to me on the phone and just like, their mouths were wide open, like, holy shit. And I was shocked, but I couldn't act like I was shocked. I just had to say, well, there are some issues that can happen with the baby because I was doing high risk prenatal. That was my specialty at the time. So, yeah, it was awkward.
And impregnating your sister is high risk, apparently.
For the child. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Give me a sentence that you heard on the phone that you were like, I can't believe another human being is asking me this?
Well, I read it in the chart, and I honestly have blocked out most of that conversation, so I don't remember. But so I knew before the call, but yeah, they were staying together. They weren't breaking up. Shocker.
Wow. And he's going to be our next president. No, I'm just kidding. President Mongoloid. All right. But yes, don't do that, people. People, fuck someone outside of your family. Thank you. That's the moral of that story. I mean, if you have to fuck anyone, you know.
Just find, there's how many billion people on this planet? Find somebody else.
Let me ask. This is the Rob Saw question of the night. Would you rather fuck your brother and get pregnant, or fuck your dog one time? Heyo.
Oh God, that's hypothetical, and I'm not answering it because that would be neither. That would be neither. I'll be celibate for the rest of my life before I do either of those things. Before I do either of those things, I will never have sex again. I'll be celibate.
I love
before I would do one of those.
Choose not to do the either or. You bastard. That's not the rule. That's not. Hey, you know what time it is? You know what time it is?
What time is it?
Are you upset that I showed them your cock ring?
It's time for cock ring, lady.
Okay, you guys. This is the most amazing Daisy content I have ever seen this week.
That's saying something.
That was the butt king.
So we're going to lead with this.
You're saying something better than the butt king or hibbita jibbita?
Yeah. Actually, yes.
It can't be something better than...
I know a dooba-doodle-doo, scuba-doo.
It can't be better than that.
This is gangbangs and sex workers and... yeah, that's what this is.
Even if I'm pooping.
I don't know if there's any poop talk. No, I don't think so. But let's watch because your minds are gonna be blown.
All right, you're in charge of the play and pause here. I am putting the hands behind my back, doing a surrender cobra, pulling the cock out, and watching some Daisy. Let's do it, folks.
All right.
Daisy, she's got the magic flow, healing hearts on Venice Beach, yo. The call to love is in the air. A superhero, she's always there. Dance, feel the love, funky beats and the driving bass. A call to love to heal the human race.
Delta Zero. Hey, Chris Trock.
Last night, I told them they had to leave by 6 o'clock, and it's 6:06.
I forgot lingerie too.
And
Oh my God,
isn't this
hello.
cute? This is what I wore.
Hello.
Look how cute it is. Cute, huh?
Oh, hello.
So this is my outfit with my kings. So the kings came over last night. Basically, I found out All Good was cheating on me. So we're...
That was fucking and sucking until the morning. La, 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 la. I mean, goddamn. I've never seen her this is straight. Okay. All right. Hold on. I did
Are you
not
bricked
get
up
out.
yet?
No, I left the lotion in the bathroom. I'm getting the lotion. People, hold on. It's a lotion event. Where's that fucking
It's a lotion event.
Hold on, here it is. Lotion event, people.
I was so glad you told me you didn't see this one yet because I was like, I want to get his honest opinion when we watch it, your reaction.
Yeah, I'm sorry to press pause there, but I won't press play. I will just press pause every once in a while when I just, it will be my dick hitting the keyboard, not me. So go ahead.
We're supposed to be ethically non-monogamous, but All Good decided to sleep with a whole bunch of girls. And he wasn't just sleeping with, girls that I knew
Oh my God.
or we talked about. It was random girls that he didn't even know that he just met. And then when I tried to tell him that I was injured, that he hurt me by doing that, he tried to act like I didn't have a right to be upset. So I decided to invite 7 of my kings. And there was
7.
Hug King.
7 of her kings, you guys. That means 7 men. Yeah.
Oh, she got railed. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Daisy.
She doesn't do things half-ass. That's for sure.
Well, it was full ass apparently this night. Multiple.
And
Ass
Fire
is open
King,
for business.
King Dizzle. Were just a few of them. And I just
She didn't
had
get all their names.
the best time. There was
I don't
only
think she
2
did.
kings who were new. But
new
5
kings.
of them I've known for years. It was the best lovemaking ever.
I call one salty and one sugary because that's how I can. The only way I can discriminate them is the taste of their fluids. My God, Daisy!
We made love all night, me and 7 of the kings, in Allgood's house. This is Allgood's house. And why did I make love in Allgood's house? So that I can mark my territory with all of my kings. Because I'm honest with him. When I went to go on a date with Fire King, I told him, and he was even invited. But Allgood doesn't like to include me. He likes to keep women secret. And when guys are doing that, it's because they're not really interested in being with you. If a guy doesn't invite you out places.
So he didn't want to take me out to dinner one night, so I decided to fuck an entire basketball team.
No, he
with
was sleeping
subs.
with multiple other women. He was behind her back.
Of course.
Because they
why
were
would-
in an openly, ethically monogamous relationship, she said. I mean, non-monogamous. So they could have sex with other people, but she just wanted to know about it ahead of time. Not have him hiding it.
Daisy, you're recording the wrong thing. The pirate fight, the 7 dudes cockfighting over you. That OnlyFans would be the comedy of the decade. Please get your media right. Get that on OnlyFans, please.
I mean, I guess there's only 1, 2, 3 holes, 2 hands. That's 5, and 2 feet or kneecap behind your knee. That's 7.
But she made love all night, so she was making the rounds, and she's like, "Let me stain my ex's floor here with your juices." You know, Daisy, I'm not that far away. You know, 8, what's it? 7, 8, what's the difference? Why am I not being involved? No one ever invites me to any birthday parties. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what we've learned here is that I don't get the invite.
Well, the
And where's
interesting
your-
thing is every time
Where's
she
your invite?
Every time she has invited me up there many times.
No, for
And
this.
when we were still talking, and she always wanted me to spend the night at their house.
Yeah.
Wonder why.
Electra, can you take 3.5 guys for me tonight? I got 7. You want to split that? It's like a pizza.
Wow.
Then that means he's using me for pussy. So basically, Allgood's supposed to be my best friend. But if he's not inviting me to hang out with his friends, that means he's using me for pussy. So I just decided to have like
Which apparently
last
everyone
hurrah.
is.
And that's why I had the 7 kings come. And yes, Baby Yoda, my body is a temple. I've known these kings for years. There was only 2 new kings.
I've fucked these same 5 guys for years, retards. These two, I only had 2 totally new cock meat in me. This is the same 5 cock meat that has been pegging me against the wall. You see this mark on the wall here? That's from these. Well, no, these marks here are from these 2 new guys. I don't remember their name, or their color, or even if they. What the fuck, Daisy?
And, you know, when you're already having sex with 5 kings and 2 of them are...
Okay, Electra, I don't mean to be very personal, but have you had sex with more than one man at a time? Just you know, in a fantasy, maybe not real life. You know what I'm saying? Have you?
Yes. I'll say
Okay.
yes.
Okay. 7.
Hi, Starbuddy.
7 is what I'm saying.
7?
2?
No,
you,
not
you
7.
can handle. Yeah. 3, you're like, oh, I'm getting a little overwhelmed. 7, you know, you're looking for that. Sorry, I don't want to say it again. I don't want to say it again. But you're kind of looking for the game room with the ball machine. You know, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 7 is a lot. There's a lot of eye contact that goes
Damn
on
lot.
between the guys when they're 7. 2, you
And
make
she
eye
hasn't
contact.
brought up yet if she's sore.
No red marks. Nothing. Like, by the way, like 7 dudes. Where's her? She should have some injuries, or some playful. You know, I'm just saying. I'm not
She
doubtful.
looks pretty well rested too.
Right now, maybe they just all. She's like nothing but my hole. 7 of you. You know, Red Rooster's like, I'm on my way. New York
She's
or LA.
in LA, baby, Venice Beach.
Yes, on the beach. Literally, you can find her on the beach. You got a shot.
That's where she lives. She's homeless, so she lives in a tent on the beach right now.
And we're not going to show it tonight. We're going to save it for another night. But oh my
Yeah.
God, last night the cops rousted her off the beach, and the who she was in the tent with is amazing. So we have more Daisy coming up in the next few weeks. She's back, baby. Daisy's back.
Back in full effect. Hi, Beast Mode. Oh my gosh, Beast Mode sent us a super chat.
What?
Yeah, thank you so much for the $9.99. You're
Aw.
awesome.
All right. Well, we got to do we got to give you something for that.
On the next show that I am currently on, the hosts of this show are crazy thankful at the very generous super chat that was just given. You really are the best.
Yes, you are.
Ooh, is that new?
Yes, you like
You
it?
made a new one. I love it.
Yeah, I like I'm a big fan of the Arrested Development. I hope you are too. But I also like Krager's. Krager's is fun.
Krager's here. I am slim, trim, and ready
Hi,
to fuck.
Rob.
Thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna eat that shit up.
Hi, Laura. Everybody's here. Hi, Lacey. I have to say hi to everybody in chat. I love you guys. Thank you for
Yes.
being here.
Yes, we went a little early today and a little late this week. But we wanted to, focus on the Carl show that I was going to be on because I love Who Are These Podcasts and I want to do Who Are These Socials really well. And so we wanted to put this afterward. And it worked splendidly. An amazing job by our whole team here.
Yay.
And by that, I mean, I don't think it worked. But who cares? We're having fun. All right, back to the room. Go ahead. You're in control.
All right, back to Daisy. Anybody who's just getting here, this is Daisy, our favorite homeless healer from Venice Beach, California. And she had just had 7 men over last night for a all-night lovemaking
No,
session.
Electra, I'll make it very easy. You know what she had last night?
What?
She got the
Oh,
boom.
God. Like a baseball team? I mean, Jesus. Like she could have played a game, a sport game.
All I know
Basketball?
is this. I contacted Dan Lanning, the coach of the Oregon Ducks, and I'm like, we got a first round prospect for our 18, 19-year-old prospects coming into town. Let's introduce them to have Daisy walk in the room. Hi, guys. I can take 7 of you.
Oh. Hi, beloved chatter. Good to see you here. Thank you so much for coming. Awesome. All right.
Friends with the other 5, and you may have just met them not that long ago, but it was just kind of like in the moment it was okay, I guess. Now they're definitely part of the He Hive and they're part of the Kings, but I got tired of only being with Allgood. He was the only man I was with. I had that one date with Fire King before, but then all I had was my ex-husband Prince for a whole year. So it was amazing. Hello, you guys. Baby Yoda, it's not gross. It's not gross to have sex with 7 people at once.
It's gross.
It was.
It's not gross to have 7. Well, I gotta say, depends who you are in that group of 7. I like, 7 dudes in you. I'm not saving that memory in the long. These guys are walking around with amnesia that night. Yeah. What drugs do I gotta take to do this and forget it immediately? As opposed to 7 girls slurping on me. Yeah, I'm gonna be totally sober for that. Never want to forget this one. Please, can we record it in slow mo, 300
So
frames per second?
you would be able to handle 7 women?
No, I can't handle 1 woman. What do you mean handle 7? I mean, and handle them in what? Where they all just want to be pleased? No, are you
Yes.
kidding me? No, it takes all your focus on one girl to unlock that hatch. If she's unlocking that hatch, if there's 6 unhatched locks there, they're all there for each other, and you're just an accoutrement. You're just a side dish no one cares about. Oh yeah, just someone over here. Someone suck this so he doesn't climb on one of us.
It was all men. Do you know how many muscles and body parts that were hairy and muscly were around me? It was incredible. The men were picking me up and carrying me around. First, we did a ceremony where they carried me up and down the boardwalk. Then we all came to...
As
If
one
you wanna-
does.
Yeah. I actually, I've seen Daisy like a backpack just walking around on people's backs. I was like, what is that? Now I know. She's about to get fucked, but you have to carry me around. Okay,
To
Daisy.
get railed by 7 men.
I appreciate the game.
to Allgood's house, and I invited them because I was trying to hang out with Allgood, and he was ghosting me. When Allgood goes to see other women, then he likes to ghost me and not answer any of my text messages. So since he was ghosting me, I couldn't tell him that 7 Kings came over last night.
That's when I fuck the entire offensive line of the San Diego Chargers. When Allgood doesn't return my calls, I'm like, hey, I don't need skill position. Send the hogs. Send the hogs.
Oh, I should tell him though, huh? Here, let's text him right now.
Goal!
So, just so you know, I had a gangbang at your house with 7 of
just
my
had a
Kings last
gangbang at
night,
your
and then we'll send him a picture.
She's
Okay?
texting her on and off again boyfriend right now.
This
Here's
is why I wish you were
Allgood.
friends with her still. I wish you would get
Look
a
at all
picture.
these messages I'm sending him. He's not even texting me back. It's called ghosting. So I had a gang bang last night with
Guys, have you ever been there when your girl breaks your heart? Because all good.
He's over her already. He tried to break up with her and stop sleeping with her, but he couldn't resist her. And so they
swear to
started
God.
sleeping together again.
I had brought all these strangers in and fucked them all over your furniture. Do you love me now?
Oh, yeah.
What is the end game here with orgy in my house? Because that makes me very uncomfortable as a man. Like I can't trust. I can't brush that toothbrush. I'm throwing it away. I'm not brushing my hair, my hat. No, everything's gone. Everything's gone.
Radish 99 euro sent euro. Thank you so much. Smiling face with heart eyes. Thank
you. Yes.
And beloved chatter wants to know, is this woman 20 or 50? She just turned 43 on October 5th.
She's simultaneously 12 years old and 50 years old. It's amazing. She is in both places at the same time.
Hey, random guy, you could have been number 8. Hi. Oh my God, Red Rooster. Hi, Mom.
I mean, we could all be. I'm just saying, all you need is a bus ticket out to the beach, and you could probably get on that list.
Jam Flow Man. I'd like to think she started with 1 and picked up 6 more down the boardwalk. No, she actually picked up. Okay, she had 5. She wanted 12, but she had 5 in her phone. Called them. They were coming over, and they brought 2 friends. Of course.
Guys, you know you failed picking the lady when you're like, oh, I can't talk to you one night. And they're like, well, I'm going to fuck a baker's dozen. Just right in your house. You failed in the picking.
Shar, I really hope so too, but I'm not holding
I'm starting to think she was so engulfed with human seed that it was like almost it was almost like they helped her, like, like what are those fucking things you want for your back called? Like the stem cells. She got the stem cell treatment by 7 guys, and so
more
look at her
like she
skin.
got slimed.
She's glowing.
Red Rooster, she's making her boyfriend very jealous. I don't know. I think more like disgusted. How would you feel?
He's got a ball gag in right now, and he's under some sort of a lock and key. He's Dylaning it. That's my guess.
We're gonna find out where he's been putting his dick in just a sec.
with 7 Kings, and I wanted to let you know out of respect.
Respect.
Just the last one
Out
just
of
left.
respect. I didn't get that before. Out of respect.
And then we'll send him a picture so he can see how, because I look really good. Look, this is what I wore for the Kings.
Is she on the toilet?
We're just gonna let all good know I had I think it's called like a 8-some. If there's 8, if it's 1 girl and 7 guys, then it's a he hive.
Yes. That's called it's called a daddy suicide. Is what that's called. Yeah, you want to see? Hey, what's my daughter up to? Let me send you a picture, Ted. What she's up to? All right. Well, let me find a bridge.
Oh my God.
Because I got to go fishing with my head.
Good thing her daddy's already dead, so he didn't have to watch this live stream.
Well, that's probably got a lot to do with why she's doing this live stream. Probably, cause and effect. But that vagina area.
Oh, I forgot I'm
scares
on
me.
play.
Yes.
Here, we're gonna do bowling. How about that? Okay, good. How does this look?
Strange.
So I had a gangbang at your place last night with 7 kings, just so you know. The last one just left. And then I sent that picture. Okay, good. We just want...
That is a toilet seat. Yes. And what? So he's looking at that and he's like, she Nathan Fieldered it. Do you know who Nathan Fielder is?
No.
Okay.
Who is that?
This is guy from Comedy Central who's one of the greatest comedy minds ever. But he took this picture once on Instagram or whatever, where he's like, "Here I am. All my friends are off to the left. You can't see him." And he was like all smiling and shit. She just did.
God.
I just got banged by all these dudes. Here's the picture, and it's her smiling. None of the dudes. And so she just Nathan Fielder, her boyfriend. "Look at all the dudes I banged," and she's smiling with her thumbs up. I wouldn't know how to take that if I were him. Not as honesty. That's what I'm saying.
Do you think she's faking this? Do you think she's lying?
Yes.
You do?
I got there. Yes, she had 1 or 2 of her. She got rotisseried, I'm sure, because but I would say the 8, 7, 8, 2 I don't know the names of. I would say no, that's not.
I believe her. I think she is just that crazy. I believe her.
Well, you're not saying, is she capable of this nonsense? Absolutely.
Yes.
But the way she didn't have pictures of any of the 8 guys, when it's Daisy, she would have pulled out that camera and be like, "All right, kings, listen up. Line up from tallest to shortest." And I mean by cock.
Oh my God.
There would have been all these weird pictures and weird anecdotes, and there's nothing. It's just, "Oh, let me take a picture right now of me." I'm just saying.
Whew.
All good to know, because we're ethically non-monogamous. So if I have sex with 7 kings at the same time, especially in Allgood's bed, he doesn't have that big of a bed. It's like queen size. One of the kings has a mansion in Santa Monica. He has this balcony that circles all the way around his pool. I call him the Steel King.
He was like, "Hey, Daisy, my balls are slapping against these other 4 guys' balls here. Let's go to my mansion. I got a bigger bed. Their balls could be spread out a little more," is what I'm saying. Yes. Let's have a little ball spread. Listen to her logic. That's what I'm saying. He has a mansion. Also, John Good, he's a billionaire. Also, John Good, your mom showed up and she started eating me. Also, John Good, I fucked your dog. Also, John, I mean, this is just to destroy John Allgood's, process of existence.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say life, but it's not really a life. So.
And I agree. 7, I mean, it's revenge, gangbang, and which I've never heard of before, but that's exactly what it was. So she may be exaggerating just to upset him.
That's the T-shirt of the night, people. Revenge gangbang.
Revenge
when you just can't get back at your boyfriend enough. You just fuck up everyone on his football team.
The Steel King was there too. Steel King, he went last because he was the biggest. And we were going to go to his place, but I told him,
"Oh my God.
I just want to get all of the male musk."
It's like a video game where you go to the big bosses at the end and they get progressively harder. Steel King was my end boss. I was lubed and wide, and Steel King entered me, and oh boy, I wasn't ready for that.
Everywhere. So there's like ejaculation all over the place. All Good's gonna have to deal with. It was pretty wild. I still woke up at 5 a.m. though. Even though we were up, pretty late. It was like midnight. So it was pretty amazing. I usually don't act out sexually, but I really needed to see my kings. And, the He Hive has been really neglected. I've just been hanging out with All Good. And all of my kings have been texting me every day. And they've all been coming to see me at the beach every day. And they've been taking me to yoga and bringing me food. And I decided that they're doing everything I'm asking All Good to do. They're inviting me out. They're taking me to yoga. This is all the stuff All Good doesn't do. So why should I be sleeping with All Good when he just wants to have one night stands? And it's kind of gross too, because see, all of my 7 kings last night, we were all sober. And All Good likes to go out and drink.
Lies. No. Trust me, Daisy. You may have been what you call sober, but those kings, if this thing actually happened, they were huffing paint in the fucking alley to prepare for this fucking night.
For sure.
Yeah. Who's got the amyl nitrate? Oh, everyone raises their hands. Yeah. That's kind of night that's gonna happen here.
They have bags full of it. Poppers, everyone.
I brought a bucket of it. Oh, hey, Hank brought the bucket. Congratulations, Steel.
She must have had enough lube that Diddy had. I mean, come on. She couldn't have been.
Also, still trying to get custody of her kids. This isn't gonna help. Hey,
Laura, what happened? Did you miss this whole thing? So her boyfriend cheated on her. So she decided to have a gangbang with 7 men in his bed while he was gone. And there was ejaculate everywhere, she said. And that's what she wore.
And there was ball slapping in mansions not being used that would have made ball slapping a less of an issue.
Yes.
But yeah, let's and a mother. Thank you. She's a mother. Most of all, she's a mother.
She's a mother, but her kids are not with her. One has been adopted and 2 are with her mom.
For all she knows, it could have been one of the 2 dudes she didn't know.
Oh God, shut up. Oh my God.
And I don't drink anymore. And also, he had sex with a woman who's in the sex industry. I don't
like a
sleep
whore.
with people who are doing drugs or.
Oh, that is rich. So he won't. She's mad at him for fucking a girl who's a dominatrix after she just got plowed by dudes holding numbers that almost go up to double digits.
Yes, she makes it sound like this woman is a prostitute, but she's just a dominatrix. I mean, usually they don't even have sex with their guys. They just beat them.
As Dylan will attest, he spent thousands and she never fucked him once.
No,
she just locked him in a cage.
They lock them in cages. They beat them. They berate them, and humiliate them.
If I can remember, she made Dylan eat dry top ramen as. That was his.
Are you making that up, or did he really tell you that story?
No, I'm totally making that up. Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God!
Almost believe me though.
Alcohol or in the sex industry.
Yeah, you see him doing that.
I just don't do that because that's my past life. So as a recovering addict, I don't have any desire to be anywhere near it. It's not that I'm trying to avoid it or it just.
Guys, I got a 1-day chip for not getting plowed by 8 dudes. I'm looking for that week. I'm looking for that week chip to really, really show you that I mean that my pussy is not my worth. What? You want to fuck? Okay, hold on. Here, let me pull these down. Here, go ahead and bend over here and do with me. Her value is her pussy. That's all she has. And it's sad because...
Well, she's got those tits, too.
Point me to a goddamn areola, because where I'm looking, there should be areola, and I see none. I'm just saying. It's
why would I do that? I don't numb out. I don't sell my body. Nothing's for sale.
Point me to
So it really grossed me out that All Good not only lied to me about where he was, which is cheating. If you're in an ethical non-monogamous relationship and you lie about where you are, that's cheating. See, I didn't cheat on All Good. I told him I had a gangbang with 7 kings. So, and that's just because he cheated on me. I needed to I guess I just needed some love, and my pain was really epic. So I needed...
Especially after Mr. Steele, or Sir Steele. My pain was epic. It's like I got fucked by an X-Man.
Oh my god.
7 lovers. I tried to get 12, but 5 of them couldn't come. I wanted to have a dozen men last night really bad. I tried so hard. I have thousands of boyfriends. You'd think I could at least get a dozen. But for some reason...
Well, guess who's pulling out their business cards and dusting off? She called it. She has 1,000. She couldn't get 12. Daisy, we're right over here. Me and Electra, we're right over here. So we could have been 9. We could have been 9.
No. She has invited me though, however, and I have turned her down multiple times.
You prude.
And I'm so not a prude.
You're such a prude. You know,
they were not able to
fuck
come.
A bunch of dudes that you don't know and that could possibly murder you or impregnate you or give you the herb. All right, come on, let's do this. You only live
She's
once.
known them for 5 years, she said.
She collects diseases. That's maybe her thing. I don't know.
The power of my goddess energy, I can make the guys immediately. I don't want to say come, but I can make them ejaculate immediately. But I don't. Like sometimes I'll just send my goddess energy to them, and after I make love to them, their orgasm will just continue for like 20 minutes until it's their turn.
Every guy I fuck is like, oh my God, I'm still coming. I have to leave. What? Yes, no, I need to leave. Like, yes.
She has a magic pussy.
Well, she doesn't realize the refractory period in men is like, you need to shut up and just not talk and like go make a sandwich. And that's when she starts talking. So her whole thing with these 8 guys was like, how can I get them off in like 3 minutes? And then I have 5 hours to bore them with talk. So she got him in the room and she's like, jerk, 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 jerk. All right, you guys are done? All right, let me tell you about my philosophy. And they're like, what? What do we... I'll listen for a minute. But they were stuck there all night.
Because it's about 20 minutes for the other 6 guys to have their turn. And if each...
Oh, she gives each guy 20 minutes. Okay.
She's timing it, yes.
It's like Biloxi Blues. It's just like a Marine waiting at the door.
Each guy takes a turn, and you go nice and slow and make it really tantric. You could have sex for hours and hours and hours. And then when you need something, you just tell one of the guys. Like, one of the guys was rubbing my feet. The other guy was braiding and brushing my hair. The other guy was caressing me all over.
Oh, she banged a bunch of gay dudes. Okay. So I see why this... She was banging 2 dudes with like 6 guys watching and combing her hair. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. She had a glam squad while she was fucking...
And then the other guy was trying to feed me grapes, but I'm...
See? What kind of men are these? Well, they are guys that would like, you know, hey, there's... She's like, hey, you want to come over? Oh, fuck yeah, I ain't doing anything today. A quick thing. There's 9 other guys here. Oh, shit. All right, yeah, I'll bring the grapes. What?
Didn't want to eat grapes, so he just, like, put his genitals right by my face, and I was just smelling them. It was so nice. It was amazing. So, and then they all just kept...
Yes, she was smelling his genitals.
Have you ever smelled a man's genitals and go... Amazing.
Oh, yes. Every time.
Amazing. How does human skin work like that? Some places it's soft and some places it's hard. Here it's soft and it sort of smells like a cheese. What do you mean amazing? Amazing.
Like throwing rose petals at me.
That was not rose petals they were throwing on you, sweetie. They might have been teardrop shaped, but it wasn't petals.
And licking me and stuff. So I'm telling you guys because I'm hoping your mirror receptors will grow. I want you guys, if you want to have a he hive goddesses, please get a he hive. It's the best. And if you're in my goddess squad, I'm wired to partner with other women so we can share the he hive. So there's the goddess squad and then there's the he hive.
Fuck one boyfriend at a time, Electra. You can get 4 boyfriends at a time. You just split a he hive.
What?
You're gonna need to like grapes.
And we all just like
I do
hang out together. But you know, like not all of the guys in the he hive and all of the goddesses like each other. So you just pick who you like. All the guys in the He Hive like me.
You know who I hate? Daryl. Hey, Daryl. Yeah, how you doing? I'm not a big fan of you, Daryl. Yeah, I'm not big fan. You want to switch? Yeah, let's switch. You get her mouth. I'll get her fucking out. Right. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. How do they work that out?
But sometimes they don't like the other goddesses. Because it's my He Hive. I started it. And then there's other members that are not in the He Hive. They don't count because they're like kings of the other goddesses. Like Grace has a couple guys in her He Hive that I do not consider to be in my He Hive. But all of my kings are in Grace's He Hive because I only date guys who are a 9.9 or above. Mm-hmm.
Oh, 9.9.
That was another thing too. All Good like stopped working out, so his muscles were getting soft. So I decided to have a gangbang with those 7 guys so I could talk to them about helping All Good because he's like...
Okay. Okay. I just imagine the therapy 20 years from now and All Good is like, yeah, so I had this girlfriend 20 years ago and, she had 7 guys fuck her in our bed. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, then she wanted to talk to him about how weak my muscles had gotten. Oh my God. That's terrible. I mean, fucking A. All right. Uncle Daisy. Uncle, we get it. All good. Would you give the guy... Fuck
She's
7
really
guys
trying
in-
to break him.
You
Just
fuck 7 guys
completely.
in his bed. He's getting fat. It can't satisfy me. We get it. We get it. Uncle.
really
Call him
soft.
Uncle.
He has no muscles. And it's from lying around all day because he's either like too depressed to take me anywhere and do anything with me, or he's acting out, drinking and getting hungover and having sex with random women. And he thinks that because these women are willing to sleep with him on the first night, that of course he's sleeping with them. Like he should be having random sex with these women because they're willing to. And I mean, I don't like that at all. I don't think that that's like our bodies are sacred.
Sacred, yes, sacred for 7 men.
Flash forward to the pile of different colored stains on her clothes from I mean, sacred. This is my sacred stain patch where I had 7 men just, put their seed next to my eyeball. Mom, this is my dad. You birthed me in hope I would be a doctor. No, I've collected semen stain patches from these 8 men that I just... And also my ex-boyfriend, he's scrawny now. Mom, he's scrawny now. He doesn't lift weights because he's lazy. You understand why I had to fuck these 8 guys, right, Mom? Right. Fuck
What?
me.
Shar has a point. Wait, did y'all say 7 men as in the dwarves? What if they were all dwarves? We don't know. That's a good question. They could have all been dwarves.
Takes me at least 6 months to a year to want to sleep with a guy. The 2 new guys, I've known each of them for 8 months. And I mean, that's not that long. Like my other kings I've known for
Okay, it's obvious, but I got to do it. Hi ho, 7 dudes in your go. I don't know.
Oh, beloved chatter, thank you for the $2 super chat. Sorry, I'm late. How old was she when her dad left? Young.
Not old enough.
Yeah, pretty young. And then he was a prodigy violinist, and then he kind of lost his mind, became homeless, drug addict, and then he died. So
Fun story. Also, thank you for the super chat.
thank you.
Thank you for the super chat.
Can they see those? Because they're behind her for me.
Yeah, it's behind it, but you can still kind of see it. I just was lazy. I didn't move it up. Whatever.
Lazy.
Press play.
Okay.
years. The new guys,
You think I'm taking those tits off screen? You're crazy.
it was not as good as with the kings I've known for 5 years or more. Because when you've known kings for a really long time, then everything's better. I told All Good, I don't want bad sex. I don't want to have unhealthiness or people who drink. I just don't want any of it. So
I just want. Hold on, let me do the math. 4 feet of cock. That's all I want. 8 guys.
Is that really
6
the
inches.
right math?
Well, she said 7.
Kind
but,
of, yeah. So-
7 times 7 is 49. Is 48 is 4 feet. Yes, she got railroaded by a man's walking cane.
We're broken up. I'm going through a breakup with All Good, and I probably shouldn't even be at his house right now having a gangbang. But I did have a gangbang at his house because I came here last night to talk to him because he's ghosting me again, and he's not here. So I just decided that I was gonna let some other people sleep at my temple last night. So I told Low-Key and a few others, like, hey, you guys could go crash at the temple. And then
I'll be sucking dick tonight.
they went and crashed at the temple. And I had a gangbang. It was incredible.
How many times does she need to say
And
it?
All Good knows. We're ethically non-monogamous. And now we're broken up. But because out of respect and because I want people to be honest with me, I texted All Good and told him everything, you guys. I didn't tell him ahead of time, though, because it was kind of spontaneous. And usually my kings just, like, immediately appear when I want them. For some reason, it took some of them a little bit to come over. But, you know...
You mean there was some hesitation from some of the men when you asked them, hey, come over and fuck me with these other guys? What part of the totem I am? I can't tell you till you get here. I mean, yes, there's got to be some hesitation.
The moment I realized All Good wasn't here and he's with that other woman who, by the way, is in the sex industry, so he's
There
having
she is.
sex with a sex worker. And
So this is the...
She's having sex with this sex worker. I don't charge the 8 men that put their 4 feet of cock in me. You see the difference? You see the difference?
So
It's
this
black and
is
white.
Monique. This is the woman that her ex, barely ex, is banging and cheated on her with. And this is her soft white underbelly interview. So if you've ever seen soft white underbelly, you know that they are all, what do we want to call them? Degenerates, kind of, in a way. That sounds judgy. They're
would
just
say
all
they-
different.
They
How's
all
that?
come from the wrong side of the tracks.
Yes. And so she is a dominatrix. And that's why she was on Soft White Underbelly to talk about her dominatrixing.
But also here, this now is making a lot more sense, right? Because Daisy thinks she's competing with this sort of sexual, animal. And so look at the difference between Daisy now and Daisy in the past and what she's competing against. And she's like, oh, you want a dominatrix? Look at me. I can control my hive and I can get plowed to the moon.
And this girl's 26, so she's almost half her age.
Daisy could be
and
your mother, yes.
Yeah, she could. My son, oh, never mind. And my son is 26. So yeah. And she yeah, I don't care. I've told that before. But she's 6'2", Monique. Daisy's like what, 5'3", 5'2"?
4 feet. She is a frog.
She's small.
She's a
And God, I saw this interview on Soft White Underbelly before I even knew that this was the same girl. I saw it months ago, maybe a year ago, actually.
So what you're saying is John Allgood, the man whose linen is soiled with 8 other men's
7.
seed. 7. I just like adding the extra guy. He's like not at home with this wannabe OnlyFans girl. He's out with this weird, tall, possibly trans face lady who's also a dominatrix.
I think she really is a woman, but she does look a little transy.
John, you like the edge, huh? He's a guy that rides the edge.
For sure.
Getting drunk and hungover
guaranteed
and,
had a
like,
dick in his mouth.
I'm just like so far past that. I'm so turned off now. And my kings would never dream of acting like that. Like, they're all so healthy. All they want to do is work out with me.
Oh.
And
Is that what
caress
it's
me
called?
and massage me and sing to me. Yes. I'm not sure what happened with All Good, except I think that All Good was using me for sex and wanting to like keep me separate from the rest of his life, and that's why he wasn't inviting me out, so then he can go meet other women, go find his ride or die, which I think he's looking for his ride or die, and then he can just keep me around for sex, and that is not okay. My body is sacred, so
Facts.
that's what's up. And I'm much happier with all my kings anyways.
I used to have 5 cats. 2 cats puked on my bed and they disappeared forever. I'm just saying. You put fluids. I'm just.
That is
it's a
not
joke.
true. You love your
No,
cats.
it's a joke. That's a joke. But yes, I would, new bed, new apartment, new floor. It's time for a new everything. If that happens.
You know, when there's tons of kings, like one king is taking me this morning to coffee at 6:30. Another king is taking me for juice at 7:30. And the king who takes me to coffee at 6:30 plays nice with the king who takes me for juice at 7:30. So we're all going to hang out together and have juice. My coffee king, I'm supposed to meet him in 10 minutes at 6:30 because that's when Starbucks opens. And it's like now that I opened up my hive and I'm actually hanging out with my guys, it's like I don't have to do anything. Guys are like, please don't open your door. You should never open a door. We're going to open the door for you. So I closed the door and I waited for them to open it. And then they were like trying to wrestle each other. But I like when they wrestle because they do rough affection. They don't hurt each other. This morning, after hours and hours of incredible sex with my 7 kings, I had them all wrestle.
Yep.
Stop it. Stop it. I got to wrestle a bunch of dudes afterward? No. I know. I am not. Okay, I might wrestle.
And I think you keep saying 8 men because you want to be the 8.
I want to be, lucky number 8. Marcus Mariota. Also,
I knew it.
But on this one, I have one caveat. No wrestling after the squirty squirt.
Just a sandwich. No wrestling.
Yes, where are the 7? They all wrestle. This lady is this didn't happen. Or it was she hung out with like, I just figured out what happened. Holy shit. She called 8 or 7. God damn it. That 8's gonna hurt me. She called 7 of her gay friends from West Hollywood over and said, hey, have an orgy in my place. And they had an orgy where she was the one that wasn't really wanted because she, no cock and balls. And then this all makes sense because, they're a community without her and not needing her. This whole story of 7 men coming over with hard dicks and fucking, that is not happening. I mean, I know it happens on pornos and stuff, but that is not happening in real life. I just don't believe it.
But we look at her, and does her life really resemble real life? No. She is a superhero. I kind of believe it, but I think she's really just doing it to piss off all good.
The next you need to call her and be like, hey, I heard you were involved with a pyramid of sorts.
Yes.
Next time
I'm willing to be the second base.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say,
okay.
Like a newsman, can I document it from the corner? Because this needs to be seen. And so imagine, tell her like, I'll be your only fan director.
Can I pleasure myself while I document from the corner? I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to say no.
Okay, all right.
Why to deny you of the simple pleasures
kind
of
of not
7 men?
kidding.
Corner a lady and then finish all over her face. I know what that does for you ladies. So yes, if you have to grab your junk during that, it's understandable. You're all monsters.
Okay. I know.
It was so cute. And they were wrestling each other. And I was showing them how to wrestle because there's this one king. Fire King and Dizzle are really sweet, and so is Steel King. But then there's Smoothie King. Smoothie King is really rough. And he was the only ginger. And he's 6'6" with ginormous muscles. So I told him, be gentle. He kept wanting to wrestle really rough. And it is rough affection, but he was hurting the other kings. So I had to tell him, like...
What'd you do last night, Charles? Yeah, I went over, it's a really hot chick. Hey, check this picture out. Oh my God, she's smoking. Oh, I know, right? So yeah, me and 6 other dudes piled on her and blasted each other in the face. And then afterward, you see that guy over there in the corner with the red hair? He's like a giant. Yeah, he broke all our bones.
He just disseminated. What? Disseminated? No. What's the word I'm looking for? Disintegrated us? Decimated.
My Achilles tore defending what was like a chokehold from the guy that was just blowing me 30 minutes before that. I don't know what happened. She really has a control over all of us.
Smoothie King, we need to do gentle wrestling. So then I showed him how to do deep tissue. So while the kings were wrestling, I had him do deep tissue massage. And Fire King is the only king who's bisexual out of all of them. So Fire King
was working harder than I was. Just a cock in each hand. Mouth. Fire King really earned his name tonight.
Basically, just like, I had the best time of all.
I'm going to call him Friction King from now on because he was just giving friction to every man he could find. Just he saw a cock, here's a little friction. Saw a mouth, here's a cock. A little friction. Friction.
He had an amazing time. Everyone had an amazing time.
Jesus wept.
Yeah. I know. I had a few hours. I had 5 hours of sleep. I slept from midnight until 5 a.m. And staying up till midnight's up all night for me because I usually go to bed at like 8 o'clock. So 4 hours of lovemaking. It was crazy.
Well, now it's
so
changed.
I love making.
It started at 7 and now it's 4 hours. She's decreasing the amount of lovemaking hours, which tell me that there was very few lovemaking hours. I'm just saying.
It's probably an hour of fluffing, so.
I mean, she says, like, if Daisy worked hard, she could have 7 guys done in like 30 minutes and then we're all watching the game eating a snack. Like, I mean, let's get to it. Like, if I'm in a he hive, I don't want the pageantry. I just want the jism. And then go back, to the sandwich time. That's all. Thank you.
King so much, especially Pug. Oh my God. Pug King is back. Pug King wants to get me a membership at the hot yoga studio again, but I told him I have too many kings right now and I'm not going to get a membership. Because I've already been banned from that yoga studio, I told him. So now I just go to this one yoga studio and the kings like to pay.
As we all know, you can't go to a yoga studio without fucking everyone in the yoga studio. I mean, King, I can't go to that yoga studio because clearly whoever's in that yoga studio, I need to slime with my vagina. And I have too much men and not enough vagina slime.
And
Thank
something
you.
just occurred to me. Why is she not showering? She hasn't showered.
She did shower in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Pay for the classes.
Oh God.
So I just let them pay for the classes. Even though it's only $200 a month, they'd rather spend money every time I go. So I just said that's fine.
That's fine.
I think it's because they like that. Hey, Goddess Diana.
All right.
That was amazing.
That was. I told
when
you this is the best of Daisy that we have seen.
When you really think about what just happened, I wasn't even prepared for it. It's like an accident hits you in the face and you're acting. Think about it, folks. She went over to her ex's house. He's not home. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and just help myself to a bunch of cock on your bed. Leaves that for him. Leaves this video proof. Oh, my God, man. Okay, all right. And now, where is John Allgood during all this?
He is with this woman on the right, Monique. Apparently, Daisy's not even really sure, but that's most likely where he's at because he's seeing this dominatrix woman now, Monique, 26 years old. Yes.
Well,
so now we're going to actually meet her. Daisy wants to meet her. And
of course she does.
Her and John had court for their charges they picked up for the pew-pew that she had in her possession as a felon. She was not supposed to have that in her possession, but it was in a bag. And she went to court and acted crazy. And then they said, well, you're too crazy. We're just going to send you to mental health court. But they had another court hearing on this day. And then afterwards, they were going to go meet Monique. And they did. And we get to meet her too. So here we go.
I'm never going to not see that now, Rob Taker, you asshole.
Take me home.
Would you get on the back?
No, he just verbally abused me. He threatened to leave me at a gas station. He's been gaslighting me. He cheated on me and lied to me. So Mary listened to you gaslight. So last night, he was telling me that I was forcing him to hang out with, that I'm forcing him to hang out with me. But as you could clearly see, he's asking me to hang out. That's gaslighting. Him telling me that I shouldn't be upset, that we weren't even together and we hadn't just had sex and we hadn't, like, when clearly we were together. I'm at his house every night. Like, that's gaslighting. And I need it to stop. I don't want to explain or defend. This person is not in my life anymore. All good. Had sex with you on my birthday, basically, and ditched me. And then just to make sure I don't make other plans with another man, made plans with me, strung me along, because he knew if I knew he was hanging out with you, what do you think I would have done? I would have gone out with another guy. So, and that's not true, because I did find out you were with her and I didn't destroy your plans. Gotta talk to him. Just tell him, leave me alone.
Well, so what do you want to do in this situation? Do you want to
Oh, her tattoos are so bad.
That's not cool. You can't just leave her here. You can't. That's not cool. No, she's scared.
She's like videotaping this right now. So that's another bit of fun thing. To say something and then videotape it. It's incredible, like how manipulative this is. And like I don't know.
Goddess, did you see the text where he asked me if I wanted a ride here?
Yeah.
I had another ride and now I don't. And he knew that. He waited till I got on the back of his bike to be abusive and mean to me. And when I was in that situation,
I told you to stay there with your ride.
at that point I wanted to,
Didn't I? Because there was someone on the phone that can actually corroborate the crap that you're saying. I told you to stay there.
Yeah, you did
And
after
then you made me wait.
Yeah, you did after you got there. But that was after we already had plans, because I don't like when you ghost and ditch me, because he makes plans and then at the last minute he'll cancel. So I don't like when he cancels plans.
Yeah, I know.
So I didn't want him to cancel the plans. And
Electra, what do you do when you're with like a guy and like this ex, and his ex is Daisy? I mean, are you prepared? Is he worth fighting for? Like it. What are these women
no.
fighting over?
After
What are these
meeting-
women fighting over?
After meeting this, well, they're not fighting. They're like friends now.
Oh, they're
But-
like, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I think Monique is still gonna bang him.
Of course. It's all good.
I mean, if that's what you're gonna do, all good. You're gonna leave me threats. He threatened to leave me. He's been gaslighting me, putting me down, cheating on me, lying to me, putting my health at risk. And now as the grand finale, he's saying that I forced him to hang out with me, and he won't even get me an Uber home after leaving me stranded.
You know what? Because you did say that you would get her an Uber home, and now you don't want to, which I understand. It's kind of frustrating, but like she doesn't feel safe on the back of the bike, and she made that very clear. You can't just leave her here because she's very far from home, and how the hell would she get back? I would drive you.
This is what I have to deal with.
I will get a car eventually. Just don't know if it will be in LA.
Goddess, I'm glad I met you.
I'm glad I
A
met
true
you.
queen.
You are.
Do you want to say hi? New goddess. Isn't she amazing? So I did want to meet you, goddess. I didn't know I was gonna have to deal with this. I thought like after how he treated me, he would want to be cool and try to like make things okay. But I mean, after today, He basically told me I'm forcing him to hang out with me, which you could clearly see is not true. But if that's how he feels, like, trust me, if I feel like a man doesn't want to hang out with me, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like, and it, all good. If I don't want to hang out with someone, I don't hang out with them. So if you're hanging out with people you don't want to hang out with, that's on you.
All right, 2 minutes until your ride's here.
Can I admit something to you?
Yeah.
I've checked out the last 3 minutes. I was just reading the reviews of the Who Are These Socials.
Oh, don't do that.
No, I know. I probably shouldn't have. I don't get Reddit hate until I do that show, and then you go on Reddit and you're like, oh, there I'm again. Oh, they hate me again. It's so fun to be back. It's so what's going on here? She's still trying to be talked out of the dominatrix and the.
She's calling the dominatrix that her ex-boyfriend's banging now, and she's calling her goddess and saying, "I'm so glad I met you. We're still gonna hang out," and she thinks they're gonna be BFFs now. Did you see the camera on Monique?
Yes, and my thinking is Monique is way too smart for any of this shit. She takes businessmen for their money while getting in a box and eating a dog biscuit. She's a little smarter than Daisy with her He-Hive, you know?
Yeah.
This chick's He-Hive pays, I guess is what I'm saying. It was Dylan.
You called me an Uber?
Yep, see you.
Okay, wait until I get in the Uber so I know he's not going to, like,
Yeah, of course.
cancel it.
Yeah, I'm not going to leave. Yeah.
You're not in my life. You're not in my life. I love and release you, all good. Goodbye. Goodbye. You hurt me way too bad. The way you treated me. No one treats me like that. I don't consent.
Everyone treats you like that.
But Goddess, at least we got to meet and we're gonna hang out.
We'll hang out.
Here's Goddess Monique. How gorgeous.
You're so sweet.
Amazing.
You really are. I love the work that you do.
She's got
I'm so
bangs,
happy
Casey.
we met.
I know how much you love bangs.
We need to support each other.
Yes.
It's the goddesses who got each other.
Do you hear how hard she hits her S's? I know that we're out here supporting each other. It's the worst LA accent ever. I hate Allgood's. I hate Allgood's choice of women. I gotta say, he's 0 for 2 in my book.
There's backs. These men don't even understand what we're going through or what we need.
They can't. They don't.
We need to just support each other, and then when the men treat us back.
We're all going through life on a rock hurtling through space. How is your life any different than anyone else? We all face the same horrible demise. We all face the same uncertainty about what happens after that demise. How are your weird knuckles any different than my normal knuckles?
Bad. We need the other goddesses. Like, I've been having you and all the other women in my life talk to Allgood. Because it's the women who go to bat for me and love me. And
it's all Allgood's fault, by the way, because he allows a key. She can come in her house. Like,
no, they don't lock the door. She doesn't have a key. They don't ever lock the door.
End this, Allgood. You could end this in a fucking heartbeat if you had some balls. You're ballless.
He tried,
ballless,
but
Allgood.
He succumbed to her wiles, feminine wiles.
It just looks like it stinks. That's all.
And he gets mad. He's like, why are you bringing other people into it? But it's the only way he stops attacking me. And then my friends are like, you know, they're able to support me. But that's the best thing that I
support me like stilts with 4 inches or 4 feet of cock, raising me off the ground. I mean, imagine most of the floodwaters in the hurricane were under 4 feet. So the dick she took that one night, larger than the hurricane waves. Thank you.
do is when we're fighting, I don't let him yell at me, and I say stop.
We should start. We should start rating hurricane and the possible flooding that happens by the amount of dicks that Daisy could take. This is a 12 Daisy dick flood.
You're gonna wait till I get in my Uber. Go walk me over there and get me in my Uber. You're not leaving me stranded here.
Right across the street. That's okay. Yeah.
Well, let's all walk together. You're gonna make sure I get in my Uber. Yeah, I don't want it.
Her level of manipulation is off the chart, and look at that tit. My God. So oddly shaped. Looks like,
Wait till you see what she's wearing, what she wore to court.
I mean, if I told you this was the magnificent one-boobed lady right here, who walks the street with one giant boob, a side boob. She's a side boob. Looks like a side boob.
So I gave myself the gift of healthy relationships. And I'm done. I've been mourning because I know my heart knows I'm done.
It's sad.
Is she holding on to the?
Yes,
new
they
girl?
are linking arms and walking with her ex's new lover.
I mean, there's one answer to this. Like, you get the one to whip us both, and then you get 4 feet of cock for Daisy, and everyone's happy.
I saw something. It was like there's always going to be a part of you that wants that chaos. Always. It's just.
Oh no.
I hate her voice so much.
Get it kicking me out, gaslighting me, outcasting me. He treats me like a side chick. You know, if a guy doesn't invite you or include you and stuff, then you're a side chick. So I'm not available for any of that. Oh, my skateboard's in his motorcycle. I need to go get my skateboard right now. Dude, all good. Went to court. I got a ride. He tried to give me a ride. I said no. And then he seemed to be nice. So then he somehow got me on the back of his motorcycle to.
By the way, I predicted all this. I said that he would be nice until the court dates, and then once the court dates pass and he doesn't need her anymore. Oh, it's all gonna be let
Go
loose.
see Monique. Yep. And starts verbally bashing me and like abusing me to the point where I had to like scream stop. And then he pulls over into a gas station, tries to kick me out off his motorcycle, tries to leave me stranded. I had to call my friends. I had to call like Lily, and finally I call this chick Monique that All Good's having sex with, the Monique dominatrix girl who's here right now. And where are they? There they are. There's All Good and Monique.
Running away from me as fast as balls. Ladies, this man's available for you right now.
Slug. He's a slug.
All right, you guys say bye to All Good because I don't put up with that shit. He's blocked in my phones. I'm done. The way he treated me today, threatening to kick me off his motorcycle and yelling at me, you guys are not going to see him again. Which is sad because I love Ben. Monique is cool though. You're going to see more of Monique. She's a goddess. She's the best thing that came out of my friendship with John. Relationship, whatever you want to call this teacher. And now I'm on to the next teacher, the next lesson. I've graduated this one to healthy relationships.
Can you imagine breaking up like your ex and your new girl, and the ex is like giving the summary of how it ended? Like,
Oh yeah,
this is bizarre.
it really is. I've
you don't-
never been
you
in
don't
this situation, and I hope to never be in this situation.
You don't see this sort of fiction written because no one would believe it. It's too. No, who would do this? Like Daisy would.
Here.
Oh yeah.
More life enriching relationships.
That was the best gift you gave yourself. I'm so
Yes.
proud of you. So proud of you.
And the vocal fry is off the chart
Exactly.
with these two.
Mm-hmm. And we.
I mean, if they hung around too long, it would just be like.
And I'm so glad to meet you.
And they're both using these keywords like they learn, like they're not humans. Like these two should have a show. The Monique, Monique
should.
and the whore. Monique and the whore. I think it would be amazing.
Actually could like learn and grow together if we're willing to own our shit and be like, yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
I want to stop. But if we try to defend and explain, then we're never gonna get anywhere like that.
Yeah.
Like the whole gaslighting and ghosting and lying and cheating, like You are not going to go anywhere in a relationship like that. You need to have honesty, and you need to have collaboration and share.
And most of all, almost a 13-year-old size of dick in your pussy. You know, someone that's about 4 feet tall, that's the, maybe a 9-year-old. I don't know how tall these kids are now, but you need at least something that tall in the amount of dick that you take on your lover's bed when they're not there. They just happen to go away for the night. My mom's sick. She has cancer. Oh, well, I'm just going to fuck a baseball team on your bed. As one does.
Shared visions. Yeah. All Good wants to just have sex with random women right now. He has a new girl every night, so you know.
Gosh, these babies.
He wants to have sex with random women, not like the 7 men. Captain Dean, Captain B, Captain C, and the other 2. I didn't get their names, but John Allgood wants to fuck these random women, and I got Captain Short Hair and Freckles over here wanting to eat my ass. He just doesn't understand.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah.
Last night he goes to me. He was with another woman watching a movie.
Yeah.
Every night. I mean, I can be with a new guy every night too. Like.
Standard for me. I leave at home playing video games.
You told me that you went and saw a movie with a woman yesterday because you were gone.
No, I didn't. Here's your ride. See you later.
Bye. Okay, bye, goddess.
So good seeing you.
See you soon.
When you get home safe, okay?
I will. Bye, goddess.
By home, I mean any large sandy area where you can throw a tent, because we all know you're living with my boyfriend, fucking 8 dudes on his bed. Don't go back there. Don't do that.
Do not come near me. Don't come near my temple. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear from you. Don't call me. Don't try to contact me. You're blocked. Leave me alone. If you see me at the beach, don't say hi to me. Don't approach me.
Okay.
Bye, goddess. Hey.
Just solved his problem.
Yes. Okay. I'm done getting treated like shit. You have no idea what I just had to deal with.
So was this before or after the orgy? Electra. Electra is not in the room right now. Are you peeing?
Oh, no, I'm here. I was just muted. I think this was before.
So
but I'm not actually no, because I don't know. No, because
It's gotta be
she had not met Monique yet. So this is after the gangbang.
It's amazing she didn't bring up the gangbang. It's amazing, but that's more believable than this was before, because I don't see how after this she gets let into his place.
Basically, we had.
He doesn't lock the doors.
We had court today, and basically.
I like that Uber, by the way. I like the roof.
Yeah, look at what she wore to court. A bra, people.
This morning,
she wore a bra to court under a jacket.
Goes and finds me on the boardwalk, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to ride to court?"
I mean, if I'm the lawyer, I'm like, that's not a bad strategy as long as we got the right judge, you know.
All charges dropped.
No, I already have a ride. So I go, I get my ride, and then
the charges have been dropped, but something else has been raised.
All Good comes.
See, I didn't do a heyo there. You notice I'm not doing heyos anymore.
Why? Did Carl give you a hard time about it?
No, I saw in the chat someone said they would give Mike money if I just never did heyo again, and I'm like, oh, let me try it. Can I? I might not be able to.
All right.
And he's like, do you want us to ride together to DCFS?
That's what she wore to court, baby.
Yes. I'm surprised they actually let her in.
Because we're going to go talk to Rico at DCFS. Then I say no. And then he text messages me. He wants to pick me up, take me to go see this girl, Monique. So I'm like, okay, because I was going to get a ride because I did want to meet her. She and I actually hit it off because I called her after All Good cheated on me with her. And we talked for a really long time. We talked for like hours yesterday. So Monique and I really hit it off. You saw her. She's a beautiful goddess. And she actually helped me a lot. She gave me a lot of empathy. She helped support me. I've been hurting really bad. My heart knows that I'm done with All Good. So I've been mourning the relationship the past couple